there is an oil which is continually being developed to keep pace with the latest in engine design. So no matter how you drive your car, you can be confident that there is one moving part in your engine designed to protect all the others. Castrol GTX, liquid engineering. Fitted in your engine.
Welcome to the Royal Highland Show, one of the most exciting events in the summer calendar. This year there's the biggest ever display of livestock and farm machinery, show jumping, a flower show and fashion parades, a food fair, sheepdog trials and lots more. Have a great day out with the family on Scottish Brewers Sunday, the 16th of June. Hours of entertainment with a special all-inclusive family ticket. It's a great show. The Royal Highland Show, Sunday 16th of June till Wednesday the 19th of June, Ingleston, near Edinburgh.
Tom's mum gave him burgers at tea time every day. She gave him one too many, and he grew in a curious way. He rushed out for a remedy to her local store, saw some Dale Peck statelets in packs of 8 or 4. They're big and oh so meaty. Beef and turkey, that's the range. So next time you feel like a burger, try Dale Peck statelets for a change.
Whether you're decorating the entire house, Cover Plus. Giving the flat a penthouse treatment, Cover Plus. Brightening up a room, Cover Plus. Or just painting a chair, get Cover Plus. Great value paint at Woolworth.
Step out in style at Antartex with our exciting new range of fashion leathers, suedes and knitwear, all at low, low prices. Plus fantastic discounts on genuine sheepskin jackets. Only at the Antartex Summer Sale, where we discount the price but never the quality. For Cannon Street, Glasgow and Factory Shop, Alexandria.
Huh?
Page the Oracle. It has so much more to offer.
In the midst of the Nazi Holocaust, Jenny's war begins.
So you want to go to Germany?
Yes, sir.
What exactly do you hope to accomplish?
I don't want to accomplish anything, sir. I just want to know if my son's alive.
What she does accomplish is quite astonishing. Diane Cannon is Jenny, Robert Hardy, the Gestapo officer she wrongs, Elke Sommer, an old and loyal friend, Christopher Cazenove and Nigel Hawthorne, British prisoners of war who hold her life in their hands. All have their part to play in the remarkable story of Jenny's War, beginning Monday at 9 on ITV.
Send 6 wrappers from any 3 McKechnie products and we'll send you a free recipe book of roll fillings.
Make more of McKechnie's.
Susie's gonna sing about a different kind of chocolatey biscuit.
Trio!
Too loud.
Trio!
I said that was too loud.
I want a trio and I want one now.
Yeah, well, we all do, man, but listen.
Not one, not two, but 3 things in it.
I said...
A chocolatey biscuit and a toffee taste too.
Listen, could you just cool it?
No 3 things are quite as good together as a trio. Compact disc players. The best way to get Ravel out of your system.
Ask your financial advisor. He might answer.
You might ask. His answer may well surprise you. You might be tempted to say,
I think I'm better off the Norwich way.
your financial advisor may well agree.
What's this? Free measuring, free estimating, and free underlay? It's got to be Reed Carpets. Yep, I thought so.
Reed Carpets save you more on the floor.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To buy ice cream. Get it? Neither did the chicken. He should have gone to the Cambridge Arcade, Cambridge Street, Glasgow.
The Falstaff Guide for Gentlemen, upon surrender. Remember your Falstaff cigars. And the old Mons match trick. Mild, firm-packed Falstaff. Correct for every occasion.
I'm never caught out by household odors, thanks to Hayes Pomander. It's a liquid air freshener that really keeps unwanted smells at bay. And Pomander protects your home without fading away for up to 8 weeks. Well, you never know when visitors might drop by. Oh, I think I've got 'em foxed. Boom, boom!
Hayes Pomander, the longer-lasting liquid air freshener.
Whenever I fancy a slice of bacon or a piece of gammon, I cook some of my gammon-style turkey steaks. Delicious, succulent, sweet-curd turkey. They're quick and easy to cook, just one at a time or as many as you like. Cooked from frozen in just 5 minutes. So convenient. Serve them as I do, with an egg or mushrooms for breakfast, or with potatoes and peas for supper. They're really tasty and tender. Gammon-style turkey steaks from Matthew's Norfolk Farm. Really beautiful value at around 85 pence for 4. Harry, that's me. An expert on cream and a keen observer of life. Take this new Elmley. It's delicious. Yet people pour it over things and into things. Whip it up and dollop it on. Ridiculous. Me, I like it straight. And if I get forgotten, which happens sometimes, I can always rely on a friend. New Elmley, the real alternative to cream. Ask the cat.
Nothing fills a hole like a Ritz cheese sandwich.
Sure have added a new dimension to protection. Solid protection. Goes on dry to help keep you dry. New Sure Solid.
If an engine could choose its own oil, it couldn't choose a better oil than Duckham's Hypergrade, the engine's choice.
Tenant Special. We think you'll like it.
Courage, mon ami. Courage. What's this? No. Oh, these videos on the blink. Why don't he get it fixed?
Well, he bought it.
Now he's waiting for the repairman to turn up.
Should have gone to radio rentals. Should have gone to radio rentals. They usually send round a bloke the same day.
I can't work in these conditions.
Fancy a pint?
Now you're talking.
Radio rentals. You'll be glued to our sets, not stuck with them.
Ask your financial advisor. He might answer. You might ask. His answer may well surprise you. You might be tempted to say,
I think I'm better off the Norwich way.
Your financial advisor may well agree.
Have you noticed that you can get more solid fuel for your money in the summer? For more about summer prices, ask your coal man.
Goodyear Technology has developed an important new tire, the GT. The GT maintains its grip by an impressive ability to disperse water. The new GT inherits the famous Goodyear grip in all conditions, but with even greater stopping power on wet or slippery roads. We asked Formula One racing driver Nigel Mansell what he thought of the new GT.
I drive fast cars for a living, but also I'm a family man. The GT has passed my test, and the GT is the tyre for the family car.
Goodyear, a world leader in tyre technology.
There is an oil which is continually being developed to keep pace with the latest in engine design. So no matter how you drive your car, you can be confident that there is one moving part in your engine designed to protect all the others. Castrol GTX, liquid engineering. Fit it in your engine.
Tradition tells of a Pils lager and of a silent messenger's timeless search, his quest for that lager, the lager of Lamont. For a strong Pils with a taste beyond time, smoothness beyond dreams. Seek out the lager of Lamont.
Why are some parties so flat? Perhaps it's down to the wine. Now, when was the last time you tried serving Matthias with its sparkly, youthful fragrance? Matthias with its light, subtle crispness. Matthias with its myriad tiny bubbles that breathe life into every occasion. Matthias. Ordinary wine seemed flat by comparison.
Don't you love these Cadbury's Whisper Bars?
Yeah, nice.
But don't they remind you of something?
What do you mean?
Well, Cadbury's make it so that after you've unwrapped it, you can delight in that smooth and yielding velvety center. So that no matter how many times you experience it, it's always surprising, never predictable. Now, what does that remind you of?
Watching Fulham?
Cadbury's Milk Chocolate Whisper. Bite it and believe it.
Bar's Iron Brew, made in Scotland, from Girders.
Tom's mum gave him burgers at tea time every day. She gave him one too many, and he grew in a curious way. He rushed out for a remedy to her local store, saw some Dale Peck statelets in packs of 8 or 4. They're big and oh so meaty. Beef and turkey, that's the range. So next time you feel like a burger, try Dale Peck statelets for a change.
Now it's your turn to test drive the Leyland Roadrunner. Dial 100 and ask for free phone Leyland trucks.
proud you've... When I was invited to open a new telephone exchange in Brechfa, Wales, I thought, why me? Why not? Then I saw it. I must say I had been expecting something bigger. But as Peter Richards of British Telecom told me, these mini exchanges are more convenient and easier to maintain, which helps keep costs down. They use the same digital technology that's already giving more and more of you a better service.
Rwy'n cyhoeddi'r adeilad ar agor.
I think I just declared it open.
Better calls from British Telecom. The power behind the button.
Are you ready to get closer? Getting ready to let blue to blade shave you closer.
Let's step into the blue.
So get ready to be closer.
Let's step into the blue. Gillette Blue 2.
When Barry Braithwaite hit upon the idea for his business, he immediately called in Coopers and Lybrand. Being more than just accountants, they were able to help him develop a business plan, organize his production and distribution, and negotiate a major U.S. merger. Coopers and Lybrand are helping companies in areas as diverse as marketing, information technology, and human resources, not to mention Barry's plans for the neighborhood. Coopers and Lybrand, for business committed to growth.
This champagne flute is really cute. It's just the one for having fun. They match the rest, so just come to Esso for making whoopee.
Esso Champagne Flute is yours for 3 vouchers. 1 voucher for every £5 of petrol or diesel you buy. Why you see this sign. Smiley is not the biggest in Scotland, but he aims to be the best. So Smiley fits only the best, like quality exhausts with the AA seal of approval. Top quality steel radial tyres, all for every make of car. Smiley service is fast, expert and friendly. Every new tyre is guaranteed for life. And now there's a Smiley lifetime guarantee on exhausts. Smiley even guarantee the nice low prices, so head for Smiley. Guaranteed.
It was Toad in the hole that finally put Glenda Bradshaw off school dinners. Oh, Glenda. Now was my chance to impress her with my Hellmann's and ham salad. She swooned over my French stick, previously prepared with cardboard chicken metamorphosis toast by the natural things and eggs in Hellmann's, which she savoured with her delicate rosebud lips. Funny how you can't eat when you're in love. You can sandwich anything in Hellmann's mayonnaise.
The air-conditioned coaches of the ScotRail Express rush between Glasgow and Aberdeen 14 times every weekday, 24 times over the weekend. Unfortunately, because ScotRail Express is so fast, you've only about 2 hours 53 minutes to enjoy the advantages of travelling by train. ScotRail Express. You'll even feel more comfortable with our fares.
Step out in style at Antartex with our exciting new range of fashion leathers, suedes and knitwear, all at low, low prices. Plus fantastic discounts on genuine sheepskin jackets. Only at the Antartex Summer Sale, where we discount the price but never the quality. For Cannon Street, Glasgow and Factory Shop, Alexandria.
Now open just over the Kingston Bridge in Glasgow, House of Shares' big new wholesale department store. For the lowest trade prices in Scotland, guaranteed.
What's this? Free measuring, free estimating and free underlay? It's got to be Reed Carpets. Yep, I thought so.
Reed Carpets save you more on the floor.
Have you heard of wafer light?
A batter lighter than a butterfly's flight.
Well, did you ever?
What a swell batter this is.
Something new and different from the captain's table. A delicate, crisp whisper of a batter that just melts when you bite. That's icon steaks in wafer life.
What a swell batter, a swelligan batter this is!
Another golden cat at the captain's table.
If it fits you like a glove, you can buy the look you love. With style. If your tiger won't away, fit some new ones on today. With style.
Buy it with style. It's magic.
Making his final late call for the present, the Reverend John Young of Castlehead Church, Paisley. The Reverend Young replaced the late caller originally billed for this week.
Hello, another day away, another week away. I hope you've had a good week. I've been very happy to share these few minutes each night with you while it has gone on. A word from John's Gospel tonight, where Jesus comes to his disciples, but they don't recognize him. They're fishing, and he says to them, cast a net on the right side of the boat and you'll find some fish. Cast your net on the right side of the boat. That's the right as opposed to the left, not on the correct side. When I was a wee boy in the south side of Glasgow, I, with my pals, used to use McNeill Street Library, to the staff of which I at least will always be grateful, because they encouraged you to love books. No doubt it's been pulled down long years ago, but there's no helping that. But I wonder if children today still do what we did 40 years ago. We used to follow the lady with the trolley round the library as she stocked up the shelves with books that people had returned. And we followed her around looking for a William book that we hadn't read. Oh, the William books were marvellous. He had the sort of adventures that we might have had if we had had the courage to treat grown-ups the way that he did. I reread one of them recently. William and Ginger are on holiday at the seaside. They borrow a rowing boat. And they set off, rowing away straight out from the beach. Wonder where we'll finish up, says William. You can see France from my bedroom window. The thing goes on, and after a while Ginger gets a wee bit seasick. And then he gets a bit bored. And he said, oh, I don't care where we finish up. But William is undeterred. Wherever we finish up, he said, I bet it's jolly interesting. I bet it's jolly interesting. One of his catchphrases, a phrase that struck terror into the hearts of adults who heard him say it, because it was usually a prelude to some sort of disaster in which he was involved. But that attitude, this I bet it'll be interesting, is what lies behind our story for tonight. Jesus is dead, and his disciples have gone to Galilee to wait for him. And this is one of his resurrection appearances that we hear of tonight. They have gone back to their work to wait for Jesus to come and tell them what is to be done. They work all night, they haven't taken a fish. Stranger on the shore shouts, try the other side of the boat. And they do, and take a haul of fish. And they took it because they were willing to try the other side of the boat. They were willing to recognize that there is another side to the boat. And we know what's going on here. I was speaking the other night about monotony and about routine. Now we know that it's when we vary our routine that we can be stimulated. When we try something different, even if it's only just taking a different road home from our work perhaps, or trying a different way to cook the vegetables to go with the mince. When we try something different, then there is some stimulation for us. These men were waiting for Jesus to come as he had said he would. And he came and said, try the other side of the boat. It's like a parable because they tried the different and something good happened. That's the way it is in Christianity. And the book of the Acts confirms it. Jesus doesn't call people into drabness or into uniformity. He offers life that is abundant, and he calls you and me into life that is full and overflowing and exciting. And these men in our story, he sent them out, and they went like William in his boat, not knowing where they were going, but convinced that wherever they landed up, it would be interesting. And it was. Thank you for letting me into your homes this week. Good night.
Well, it's now 26 and a quarter minutes past 12, and that's where we come to the end of your Saturday night programmes. 'Tis but a few hours to sun up, and you'll be able to get out into the garden bright and early. I was sitting in my garden at 5 o'clock this morning. I know nobody around here believes me, but it's absolutely true. I had to sit in the garden for an hour or so waiting for TVAM to start at 6. Well, if you're up at 5 tomorrow, you'll have an hour and 55 minutes to wait, because on a Sunday, TVAM programmes begin at 6:55 with Good Morning Britain. Our programmes start at 9:25 with Cartoon Time and the Wonderful World of Professor Kitzel. And if you are as heavily into cartoons as I am, you must make a special note that the Glen Michael Cavalcade tomorrow is not at its usual time. It is indeed much earlier, at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. And if you have small people in the house who are addicted to Glen Michael, maybe you ought to tell them about that at breakfast time. Well, I'll be back with you tomorrow night, but now let's take a look together at all the programmes that we can enjoy on STV on Sunday. Incidentally, if you're really keen, we start showing the test card at 5:15 in the morning. But Radio 4th doesn't start until 6 o'clock, when Ken Haynes is along with Ken's Den. There's news at 8, followed by View from Earth with Anne Pagan. And at 8:30 on Radio 4th, Alex Shuttleworth is back with Solid Gold Sunday. Radio Clyde doesn't show the test card, but it has music all night. And All Right All Night tonight is presented by Shagan and Mark Goodyear. At 6 o'clock there's news, followed by Jim Simon's Sunday Show. And these are the programmes you can enjoy on your local independent radio services. Well, Channel 4 programmes continue for ages and ages and ages, so if you want to retune, you'll find all sorts of things going on there. But if you're going to switch off now, well, please don't forget to switch off your television set and, for safety's sake, disconnect it from the mains for the night. From all of us here, good night.